Forward to this computer. All right, we are here with Tess Darby, fifth year senior, final year at Tennessee. Going to have fun questions with her. She's used to this by now. This will be your fifth time with me with the questions. We also have a cat that wants to participate, so we'll just try to ignore the cat. This is the Would You Rather and Why. These are just a series of oddball questions. Would you rather be able to speak all the languages of the world or read people's mind and why?
I think I would rather speak all the languages of the world. I love to travel, so I feel like I could use that to my benefit.
That would be, yeah, that'd be awesome because there's no language barrier anywhere you
Right.
go. Would you rather be YouTube or TikTok famous and why?
Um, Honestly, neither, but probably YouTube, I guess. TikTok, I just like to scroll.
Yeah, being famous is there's some downsides to that. Uh, this is really odd. If you could live 500 years straight, which is a long time, I realize, and you as one person, or 100 years as five different people, what would you rather do?
Probably 500 years the same person. Because then I just get to living my best life.
Can you imagine what you'd see over
Yeah,
the course of history?
it'd be a lot.
And if you had a choice to explore the depths of the ocean or go deep into space, what would you want?
I would want to do neither. They both terrify me. Um, I'm gonna have a lot of hope in Elon Musk, so let's go to space.
Okay. If you could have the choice of being able to fly or breathe underwater, what would you like?
Fly. I love to travel.
So you could just get where you wanted to go. Some of these were because media days in October, so some of these had a little bit of a Halloween theme or scary
Oh
theme. So
yeah.
these are in that category. All right, you have two choices and you got to pick one.
Okay.
You swim in the ocean knowing there's a shark nearby,
Okay.
but you're only out there for 15 minutes, then you can get out of the ocean. Or do you spend an entire night in a house that is haunted?
Maybe the haunted house. I'll be able hopefully to survive.
Okay, so you're gonna take the chances on an overnight rather
Yeah.
than a large shark in the water.
Yes.
All right, you got to walk across a really spooky graveyard. You at night,
Uh-huh.
fog, and you know how graveyards look at night. They're
Yeah.
just they're kind of eerie looking sometimes. Which teammate do you want with you for the best protection and best way to get through?
I'm going in the locker room. I'm honestly gonna have to say I think I want Jill. Jill's just very calm, and I feel like she'd get us through this.
A lot of people said Jill. She just,
Really?
that she would, she seemed like, she a protector and she
Yeah.
would keep her head. I did tell people the funniest answer I ever got from this years ago was a teammate who picked a slower teammate
Wait, that is funny.
because she could outrun her. Do you ever remember your dreams? And if you do, what was the strangest or most memorable?
Um, I wanted to be a doctor. Growing up, that's what I wanted to be. Now, graduated with a business degree, so literally took like a totally different path. But other than that, I feel like I really watched like Hannah Montana, so I really wanted to be a singer too. Whenever I was younger, I just remember that fondly. But yeah, just those two.
That's a great answer. I actually meant dreams when you sleep. But I
Oh,
love that answer too. Do you
yeah,
ever remember them or they memor dreams can be so odd because it's your brain sort of just releasing everything.
yeah. I feel like anytime I do dream, I like wake up and I'm like, okay, like was this real? And then the nightmares, I literally wake up and I'm like, okay, like this is not real. Let me go back to sleep. So no, I try not to remember them.
What's the best live concert you ever attended?
Morgan Wallen.
In
That
Neyland Stadium?
yes, that one was really good. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep it with Morgan Wallen.
What always makes you laugh? I mean, if you can't help it, something is gonna what is gonna make you laugh?
Um, Favor. Favor is literally so funny and she's just a fun like to be around.
What can always make you cry? What can make you emotional?
Um, Honestly, whenever I'm having like a really rough day, it can be the smallest things and I will get so emotional. I don't I don't know, that's a hard one. I'm not an emotional person, but if it's like I'm just having one rough day and this is just a nail in the coffin, yeah.
What about like sad movies or I mean, do you ever get emotional watching things, reading things or
No, only if I'm having like that one bad day and it's like I feel like I'm just trying to stay afloat and everything's coming at me. But other than that, I feel like I'm not very emotional.
there's always one basketball question, of course. In your case, these would have been preseason questions, but
Yeah.
I mean, here you are. What is your legacy at Tennessee? What are you going to remember so much about being here?
Yeah, I think just one of the big things that kind of is senior day is tomorrow. Try not to think too much about it. But just everything that this university has given me, playing for something bigger than myself, and just getting to be on one of the biggest, and honestly the best stages of women's college basketball, kind of being at the place where women's basketball took off and where it all started. So, just kind of giving everything I can to the university. It's given me so much.
And a follow-up, I mean, you lost the coach that recruited you. I mean, coaching changes happen in college sports, but they're always jolting to teams, to players. What made you stick around and play for Kim Caldwell?
Yeah, well, I have to give Coach Kelly credit because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be in this position. But just growing up in the state of Tennessee and getting to represent my home state, and I've fell in love with this university as soon as I stepped foot on it. It's given me so much from a free education to some of my best friends and best teammates, and the best memories that I'll be able to take with me all throughout my life. It's really challenged me to grow as a person, both on and off the court, and I think that's a huge thing in what sports does. So yeah, I wouldn't change anything looking back, just taking it all in with me and, enjoying these last few months that we have.
How proud are you of this team for the way it sort of regrouped and got, that turned into a successful season? Because that was a lot of upheaval for a
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, it was really challenging this summer, but I knew when she had us doing human wheelbarrow races across in the track that I knew that we would have this all figured out. We had to lean on each other this summer, and I think that's why during tough moments you kind of never see us flinch because it's like we've been here and honestly we've been through worse and we're going to get through this together.
And last thing for you, you may not know yet, but obviously, like you said, you're leaving here with 2 degrees. You have gotten a thorough education, including what master's is it in finance?
Yeah, so I'm doing my master's at business administration right now. So I'll technically end up leaving with three this coming
Three.
December. Mhm.
Wow. What's next for you? What's on the horizon for you coming after this semester ends?
Yeah, I wish I could tell you. I really don't know. Just trying to live it day by day and taking it all in, enjoying the last few moments. But I'm putting my trust in God, and I know His plan is greater than my own. So just really gonna lean in on Him after I close this chapter of basketball. But I know whatever He has in store is going to be in the right direction and the place that I need to be.
All right. Thank you so much, Tess. I
Thank you.
appreciate you.